Hi, welcome to Sunday Night Rant, where I'm going to rant a bit, and hopefully at the end of the night, I'll still have my channel. I'm not going on for very long. Basically, I was trying to figure out what the hell is going on. So, if you guys give me a couple seconds here, I'll explain everything. So, if you're on my Instagram, if you're on the Facebook group page, you'll kind of see exactly what is. You'll be like, what the hell's going on? Why is he doing all this? So give me a second here, just so I can do something quickly on my side of stuff, because I wasn't planning on doing this. So, if you've been watching for some reason and noticed, hey, I'm on Rumble. I'm trying to go live on Rumble. I know a couple of you tried to jump over there. Let me just explain what happened. So, if anyone was watching the Clubhouse yesterday, I jumped on after I did that Return of the Empire Strikes Back live read. And after it, I realized, Ed was doing the show alone. So I jumped. Well, he wasn't doing it alone. There was 3 other people on there. So I jumped on there. And I did my typical thing of hitting go live. And within 2 minutes of going live, Corey from Make, Shape, and Create, he did nothing wrong, so I'm not blaming Corey at all. He held up a prop of the Mandalorian blaster. I'm going to use blaster today because I don't want to get YouTube all upset and get their panties in a bunch. And I went down to let my dog out, and next thing I know, I get a strike against me. But it's not a strike, they say. I infringed on the YouTube agreement of no firearms. But there was no firearms. Now remember, I had a complaint like 2 months ago, a month and a half ago, that I got some sort of strike against me. And people said, what's the big deal? It doesn't really matter. Your content's not for children, but the problem is, I said, I don't know what it was about. And even when I disputed it, well, that same AI came back and said, well, screw you. And I said, my issue is that this will flag me. Well, sure enough, I got flagged. So while I was trying to create a live stream for this Thursday, earlier today, it wouldn't allow me to do it. Wouldn't allow me to go live, wouldn't allow me to do anything. Which then forced me to say, dude, what the hell is going on here? They don't really give me anything. If I hit live, it just tells me that I can't go live. No reason. So I was talking to probably the AI person, because when I disputed that I didn't have a firearm, it came back and said, basically, again, screw you. You did. So now I'm assuming, they'll never say it. YouTube will say, no, we don't do that. But now, it's monitoring the channel more closely. And I was worried because, well, I have a show for tomorrow. Now, the worst thing is, the whole damn show was based on the topic, me breaking down the stuff that we heard with the Toy Kind of Moons live stream. Unfortunately, how was I supposed to watch it and take notes again? I've already watched it, but to take notes again when I'm constantly dealing with this. So then I tried creating this Rumble account, which I'm going to have to do as a backup. But let me just tell you, that wasn't easy to do. I mean, creating an account's easy, but to try and go live, and if anyone watched it live, they realized I couldn't do anything. They could hear me. I could see my picture down here, but it wouldn't let me put it on the screen. And then it tells you, I Googled, and it said I can use StreamYard for that. And I put all that stuff in, and then I tried going live again, or at least showing, and nothing shows up. So if you have a Rumble account, or if you don't, I'm going to ask you to create a Rumble account, because we're going to have to do something for backup. And I'm going to start throwing up my videos up over there too. Why not just throw it up on both platforms. And slowly create an account. Now, I don't really want to go back and forth. One of the reasons why I haven't done a Patreon is because I don't feel I even create enough content a lot of times for everyone that is a channel member. And we make jokes about how I make so much money off this. And I do make a decent, I do make a nice amount as of right now. But the biggest issue is asking people to try and go to another platform. I don't want to do that. Now I see like Twitter, Twitch. Again, everyone's already here. So I don't really want to ask people to do that. And I also don't know how the monetization goes. I've never looked into Twitter, X, whatever it is. Twitch is mostly for gaming. And from what I understand, they pay very little. And again, it's not all about the payments, but everyone is already here on YouTube. Everyone is already following me. I don't like having to ask people to go to Patreon, or I wouldn't want to ask. But I am going to ask, if you're on a Rumble, just search A Punk with Toys. I'm going to try and see how that works, and I want to have a backup. And quickly, I want to say hi to everyone that jumped on. There's 21 of you right here. I just wanted to make sure that I can go live. I got to get off here and start doing some. Luckily, all my slides are done. I'll have to add whatever shows up, but to watch a toy kind of mood and go through and mark all that stuff down. So listen, Christy O'Crow is here. Finally, someone to watch on a dull Sunday night. Eric Thurman is here. Turkish Murphy, 3-star draw showed up. We have Fat Trid here. Wraith Mace. Derek Holloman is here. All these channel members, thank you very much. Legend Series. You know what? Yeah, I caught your stuff. And I got to watch a little bit more of it, Legend. So Lone Dragon is here. Let's see here. Anyone else? Wraith Mace, I think I might have already said. Cliff Jorgensen. Hope all is okay, Punk, in all sincerity. I mean, everything's all right with me. I mean, it's not like I'm, not like my health or anything is bad. It's just, this is just such a pain. We have Graf here. We have Alex, and we have a toy kind of mood. Let's see here. Michael Flores shows up. So it's just total bull that this is what we get. YouTube. Nolan is here. And like I said, I've never wanted to ask somebody to go to another platform. I know a lot of people have Patreons, and I know a lot of you guys have Patreons. I don't have a Patreon account. I don't subscribe to people's Patreons. I think it's great. They have another ad revenue to support all the stuff that they're doing. But I don't want to ask people to do that. But Rumble seems like it's a free platform, but trying to figure it out is just a pain in the ass. Especially when you're trying to do it to get your stream up maybe for tomorrow. Not to mention, I have other, they don't tell you. That's the biggest issue. If I would have logged in and would have said, "Hey, you're banned from doing live streams for 24 hours," I would have said, "Okay," and then I would have contacted them and gone through all this. I wouldn't have been like stressing to get all this stuff. I've heard other YouTubers using Patreon to back up source. One guy posts videos, links for free. Now, I don't know if you can do live streams there. Matthew was saying that he didn't think that you can. And again, this was just, I don't do anything, in all honesty. I don't really do anything on here that would cause for someone to give me a copyright strike or any type of strike. I don't show weapons. And the fact that it was a Mandalorian blaster that was created with, he made it out of wood. He used a drill bit as a prop on the side of it for detail. All right. And again, please, no one even go after Corey because he didn't do anything wrong. It wasn't even my stream. I was just broadcasting, which I won't be doing anymore. That whole sharing thing is done for me. again, I don't want to lose the channel. It helps me connect with all of you guys. In all honesty, why the hell what else would I be going to Joe Fest if I wasn't connected to everyone? But it was just, and it totally screwed everything up. But I have to figure out how to use Rumble because I guess I am going to need a backup. And I really should have known when the POS, Viper Island, who's doing it again. All right, the guy really wants to have no friends. When he pretty much, he tanked my Instagram channel, and it's like you have to tiptoe around everything, and yes, grab. Very problematic. Wood weapons can cause slivers. Yeah, you don't want to attack anyone with a wood blaster where they might get a sliver, and then they have to go to the ER and have it removed with some tweezers. So it was very frustrating. It's on me for not having a backup plan. And the other thing was I could have put it on Punks on Film. But one of the things that it does tell you is that do not have, like, you're not supposed to have a backup. Like, you're not supposed to go on YouTube if you're in, like, review or anything like that. Like, that's skirting it. But it's just, I had to rant about it. I had to go on here, do a quick little complaint. Notice I don't want to say any bad words because I can only imagine if I say any bad words what they might actually do. And I will be discussing the what Viper Island has. Tomorrow when we get into the G.I. Joe, we'll definitely discuss that because again, you have to give people credit for what they do. I don't really care what they are, who they are, what channel they come from. You can have your feelings on them. If someone posts it, you have to give credit to, whoever did it. It's really that simple. It's not even that hard. And I don't even know why you wouldn't want to do something like that. But anyway. Yes, Snow Wolf, you're right. Big Brother is watching. And, Matthew and I have discussed this. And really, this was just, it was almost bound to happen. But why it happened is what is ridiculous. And the thing about it is, it could have been anyone. I mean, it could have been any channel. It could have been any one of you on Thursday with a friend that wanted to, show me something. And that's all Corey was doing, was showing something that he created. And it's just, yeah. Yeah, Boba Wave, he has moles all over the place, considering he has every single person blocked on YouTube, on Instagram, yet he somehow finds stuff and then grabs stuff. And I'll tell you this right now, I'm not a big fan. I'm not a big fan of the 3POA. I'm not a big fan of laser pants. I think I've made that perfectly clear. But I hope to God that he puts copyright strikes in against him. I hope he does. Because that guy is, he's a POS. Aaron, all you missed was just me coming in to rant about, again, you're on my Instagram, you're on the Facebook group page. Just the fact that I was blocked from doing lives, and it looks like it was only 24 hours, which is awesome. It was only 24 hours, but the fact that I'm sitting here on my Sunday night trying to set this up, yesterday I got super busy. We filmed a little bit. We finished up the one toy store. We got 2 toy stores done. I thought we'd have 4 done. I thought these things would be just ready to go, and God, it's just been a nightmare. and then the live read, which was long, and I knew that it was going to be long, and it was a lot of fun. But yeah. So like I said, I just had to jump on here. You guys know where I'll be tomorrow, so I'm not going to go over any of the news. If you guys want to hear my rant about this thing, and look at this. When people, when people tell me to use stance, understand. Look at that. He just starts falling over. Weak ass feet. All right. Very disappointed in the Savage Crucibles. Good luck. No. He has swords. All right. Well, and that's just it. Yeah. People have small channels, so they're not being flagged just yet. Maybe that's why Eds has, and I hope Eds doesn't get flagged 6 months later. Like Matthew said, there's a good chance that he may get flagged a little bit down the road. Yeah, Lone Dragon says Viper Island is a good channel. Their predictions are always right. Not like they delete the videos of the times they were wrong or anything. If you watch sports, and if you watch sports and you watch Jim Rome, he always does this thing where he says, like, I've never been wrong about a hockey playoff. And what they'll do is they will cut words that he said, so it makes it sound, and it's all jaggy. And he's like, see, look, I got this prediction right. That's pretty much what he does. Except that dude deletes stuff like you wouldn't believe. What is this? Wow, I haven't had a chance to watch the Savage video. Didn't know you got a janky one. I'm not sure what we're talking about. And Krusty, I did not finish watching your video because Tony called me, and while on the phone with Tony, I found this out because I was creating my live stream for Thursday. But really, it bothered me because what was I going to do for tomorrow? I mean, it may sound stupid, but I planned the whole week around getting to Monday, what I'm going to do the weekend. Sundays are almost always based on it. So it's just a pain. And, sometimes you just have to get out here and complain about stuff. So, but it's such a pain to figure out. I mean, Matthew was there. I think there was someone else that jumped on there, and they were like, we can hear you, but I couldn't get the camera to show up, even though I could see myself down at the bottom. So that's something I'm going to have to work on. Did you want to say something?
Gus Fring just got casted in the MCU.
Okay. So my son, he had to come in and say Gus Fring got cast in the MCU. If it's Magneto, F the X-Men. I swear, if that dude ends up being Magneto, I'll be done with the X-Men and the MCU. For many reasons. Yeah, I know, Matthew. You're absolutely wrong about this, but you don't care about the MCU, but I still do. Anyway, that was it. I don't really have anything else to say. Like I said, I will not be. Does anyone remember what was the first video that I got flagged on? I don't even remember what it was. It will be MCU. It definitely will be MCU at some point. Yes, you guys, it's still around. You guys are funny. So is Star Wars. Yeah. But while I have you guys here, quickly, if you guys have not been checking out May the Power of the Force, I have to say, everyone's been doing some. I love the videos that I have seen so far. Kenzo did a really good one today. The one that he dropped today was really, really good. A lot of fun. Cobweb, he did a good job. Little Yoda out there. We had, I talked about Chris's from Shiny Plastic People. I've seen his. And then Wraith did. Wraith was something else. But go check them all out. And tomorrow, like I said, I have not got to finish watching yours. And I think you said it was only up to 11. There's only going to be up to 11 Crow. So I didn't get a chance to finish it. But I will definitely be watching it tomorrow. Yours may have been the best one yet that I've seen. You put a lot of work into it. Although I did not. I mean, I don't think that you did the. I don't think that you did the song, which I was really, really hoping for. But Star Wars shouldn't set their national holiday so close to Cinco de Mayo. If Vintage Joe wasn't so expensive, it would be cool to do a Yojo June edition. Well, here's the whole thing. You can get Vintage Joes aren't all expensive. You can still find some for $20 easily. So that's something that I would definitely think about doing later on. But I gotta say, at first I was like, oh, maybe we could do GI July. But that would be coming right back after Yojo June. And I mentioned before that this whole May the Power of the Force has been absolutely frustrating. Random. No, the vault needs money to refill. No, I got a 24-hour ban from being on Edge Show because Corey showed a prop replica blaster of the Mandalorian, but they didn't tell me how long, and so I've been frustrated. But I wanted to see if I could actually go live, and I just wanted to make sure. So, the song is alluded to. It's all I can give you, man. Well hung banana hammocks. If you got a problem with punk, then you got a problem with the hammocks. I think you meant 24-hour ban. But again, as I was on the phone with Matthew, I'm like, they don't tell you anything. They don't tell you anything, which again, communication. And in both live streams that I got hit with that were both for BS. I forget what the first one was actually about. It was a word that wasn't an actual word because when they sent me to it, I was like, it was numbers or something. So I have no idea what it meant. But when I put it in review, when I disputed it, I'm sure it's the same AI that doesn't know anything because it's not a human, came back and said, nope, you're wrong. We still stand by it. So now hopefully there will be a human that goes back in, contacts me, and says, oh, yeah, we made a mistake. And then I'm also going to say, well, there was also another one that I was flagged for. I'd like you to go back and look at that. Because obviously once you start getting flagged, that's what they're going to do. They're going to continue to flag you. And it really does put your channel at risk. It wouldn't be Spectre Creative because I've never had an issue with Spectre Creative. Again, I don't agree with everything that he said, but I've said the guy's put out some pretty good videos when he's talking about, when he's educating people, let's say with, I didn't know what a planogram was. And there was a lot of stuff, but he's been out of the industry for quite some time. And now I think he just does stuff to kind of annoy people. I haven't really been following too much about it, but I have heard that like one guy says this, and to me it's like he said, she said. I don't care because I don't watch either one of their stuff. But yeah, you're ranting, I'm ranting, everyone's ranting. um, don't elude pressing the like button. We have 44 people in the chat, but for some reason there's only 17 likes. I can't believe there's 45 people that just showed up here. Again, I'm not planning on being in here long because you guys all know what's going to be tomorrow. I should add this to it, and I still have to do the whole Toy Kind of Mood breakdown. And again, it's nothing against what they did. There's a lot of things I think that might have gotten missed, and a lot of people don't pay attention to certain things. I hear a lot of things just because I talk to these guys a little bit more than a lot of other people. So sometimes you hear things that other people may not get. Over reliance on AI will doom the human race. Oh, listen, they went to listen. You guys, good luck. You guys will be drunk Monday morning. I've said this before. Every time I look and I see them trying to create a self-driving car or see a new robot that's doing this or this AI, I'm like, did you all miss Terminator? I mean, it was there. Like, we're trying to create the Terminator, right? It's like we're trying to do it, even though they told us about it. Like, they literally said, here you go. Like, this is the Terminator. This is what's happening. But anyway, that was it. I'm sure tomorrow I will rant about it again, just because why not? But yeah, I don't really want to be on here too long. I do have to work in the morning. My frustration level was just at an all-time high, and I should probably go make sure everything is done before I go to school tomorrow. You missed the Terminator? It says YouTube is messing with notification settings, checking to see if your notifications are set to personalize. Let's see what it says. Punk with Toys is a better channel name than Punk with Wooden Weeping Web. Yeah, dude, I don't know, man. It's so frustrating. And the worst thing was, it wasn't even my channel, but like Matthew said, it happened at the 2 minute and 2 second mark when I jumped on and went live stream. And they say that, hey, this is when they check, and after the 10-minute mark. But it really does, there's already the walking edge shells on the Instagram, because the a-hole that, he's put in so many things against me. And since you really can't talk to anyone, there's no one to talk to. That's the biggest issue. So like with my Instagram, I couldn't even dispute anything. I couldn't dispute that, hey, you know what? That wasn't even his picture. All right. I mean, he's stealing someone else's picture. Someone needs to flag him. And how, it came back like 3 months later. So, here you are, walking an eggshell. And this is a guy that, again, he has everyone blocked. So he has to unblock people or have burner accounts, which he probably has a bunch of burner accounts to do what he did. Now it's like YouTube, and it's like, what the hell can I say? As Matthew said, it's election season. So you better watch what you say, right? I mentioned numerous times, I'm not a political channel. We don't talk politics, but I will take my shots at the different running mates at times, because I think they're both idiots. I don't think either one is worthy to be considered the president of the United States, but that's a whole other story. But I got to avoid all of that. I can't say their names, because who knows? It takes one person to be pissed at you to put a flag in against something. Astro, I'm not saying that because I don't even I'm on this watch list. Why am I on a watch list? I do toys. All right. I literally talk about toys. Ivan says, I see a lot of weird ass YouTube pages, YouTuber shorts, including kids, racism, hate speech, and somehow they all have these subscribers, and they seem to never get banned for telling, for truth telling. I don't know if the truth telling in there, but I don't. That was kind of weird. Yeah, I just, yeah. Anyway, um, yeah, Ivan, I'm not going there. And I'll say this again: like, if you want to start with Emily, this is not the place. If you don't like her, that's fine. But I'm not going to sit here and talk and listen to have people say shit about her. All right, or anyone like that. Okay, just this is not the channel for it. There are other channels. You can go there and do that. If you want to sit here and have a good conversation, we can do that. But don't do that here. I'm not for that. You don't have to you don't have to like her. You can have an honest opinion about her and what you may not like about what she does. But that's where this conversation ends. I feel like I've mentioned that so many times. So not here. And there's some people that are no, there are some people that have stuck around and they've understood my stance on that. Yes, there are YouTube channels about firearms. I watch them. I see them. They're not a problem. But yeah, again, and the thing is, it wasn't. It wasn't even a firearm. That's the worst thing. And since there's no one that can really, when you put it in review, it's just the same AI looking at it. Which again, we all go, all right, well, a lot of good that did because the AI is so stupid it didn't figure out what it was. Now, again, the AIs are coming to destroy us like Terminator, yet they're worried about, someone putting a firearm up. Frostbite, nice to see you. Yeah. Quick recap is last night there was a prop of the Mandalorian blaster put up while I was simulcasting, and somehow I got a 24-hour ban, and it was like, okay, yeah. Here's the thing. They didn't tell me to stand in the corner for 24 hours because they didn't even tell me that I couldn't do live streams. So I tried creating one. For this Thursday with a friend, which became a huge problem. Hey, Not Top Goon. You need to tune in by 9 o'clock tomorrow. At 9 o'clock tomorrow p.m. That's when I go on for quite some time. Sorry, I worded that wrong because I ran out of letters. I'm at always get banned for truth telling. Oh, okay. All right, whatever. Anyway, 49 people here. If you care so much so, hit that like button because this was an impromptu 35-minute live stream. Pretty much to just make sure that I can actually go live. Hopefully tomorrow I won't have to worry about it. But I'm going to get out of here because I don't even know how I'm supposed to do. Yeah. There's 50 people watching right now on a Sunday night and an impromptu live stream. Thank you all for tuning in quickly to hear a rant. So I guess this is easily how I can go three hours. How I go 3 hours and not even talk about toys, I guess, or at least not show off anything. Luckily, I have my slides done. Luckily, those were done earlier today. But now I got to get to this stupid video. Luckily, I can watch it while working. Just put it on in the background. Andrew Davis, did I miss some Power of the Force videos? I thought you were doing every day on this month. Okay. let me clarify that. I'm not putting them on. There is one going off every single day. So if you're following me on Instagram, okay, that's actually a lie because I was trying to post them. I get distracted. I have other things going on. So they're on everyone's channel. So I started off on Thursday. I'll quickly run it down. I started off on Thursday doing mine. I'm sorry. On Wednesday, I did mine. On Thursday, Shiny Plastic People. He did one. Friday, Wraith Mace did one. Yesterday, which is actually 2 days ago for now. So Saturday, it was Cobweb. He did Yoda. Sunday, for Revenge of the 5th, it was Kenzo's creation. And then today, before I go live in, I don't know, more than a few hours, it will be Krusty Okra. Yeah, this is 26 minutes long. I'm putting everyone's video on my community page over the Retro Prince. Yeah, so if you tune into hers, I've been really bad about this. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not. I don't work from home. I know, and I'm not trying to. I'm not trying to downplay what Allison does. She works on a computer all day. I don't work on a computer all day, so yeah, I forget it. Dude, this. Oh, wait. Were you the one that said that you had two that had the same issue? I was so glad to hear someone else said they had the same issue. I'm telling you what, I'm not real happy about that. So is Hasbro supposed to make a Star Wars announcement soon? I have no idea. They did that live stream, and all they kept saying was, we'll talk about that tomorrow, but all they kept saying was like, oh, there's more stuff. I think, I have no inside knowledge. I think what happened was they had that HasLab ready to go, and Lucasfilm said, no, we want this in it, and we want that in it. And now they have to readjust everything. Because they were so happy with it and so proud of what they were going to show. Now they're going to do that anyway, but they've never gone back and just done that. So they still did the announcement on Friday, and then they pushed back the HasLab. So my biggest fear is that that's going to push back the G.I. Joe HasLab, which, to be honest, I really don't care. I mean, I do, but I'm okay because Joe Fest is coming and all that, so that's going to take up a huge chunk of our income with whatever it is. But I'm going to get out of here. Again, I just needed to rant for a little bit, 40 minutes. I was going to do like 10 minutes. Yeah, right. Like I can do a 10-minute live stream. But anyway, everyone, thank you. Tune in tomorrow. You know where to be, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Monday Night Toy Ramblings. I'm really going to get out of here because if I don't actually do it, then I'll never leave. But you know what I'm going to do? Because it's not a Monday night. I'm not going to leave you with the normal entrance or exit. I'm going to leave you with a little Moss Man.
Oh, hey guys. So Lawrence, he had to step away for a little bit. He's got a case of the grumble dust. So he asked me to kind of watch over a stream. He put me in charge of y'all. He said to me, oh, Moss Man, I have a case of the grumble dust, and I need you to watch myself for a little bit so nobody leaves and finds out that there's more interesting things to watch on YouTube. And also, I hate Ohio. So I was like, oh, dang, so now I have to come up with a topic for my very own show. And I was like, oh, what about talking about your favorite toy stores? So my favorite toy store is HelloDopeToys.com. So they used to have this really bad website. It used to look real scammy. Like if I gave them money, they were going to go spend it on like blow and hookers. But now their website is really nice. And like I can just go in and do like 1-2 click. And then my order's placed. And they ship super fast, guys. They ship everything in 1 business day. So like I get all my toys first. So when I'm out there on the playground and all my friends are like, oh, dang, Moss Man, where'd you get that action figure? I still have to wait 17 months for mine. And I'm just like, well, I went to HelloDopeToys.com and I just pushed the buttons and then they shipped it out to me. And the packaging is so nice, guys. Like, I opened up the box and I thought, oh, I don't deserve this. I don't deserve this kind of packaging. It's so nice. But then my trash can gets full because of all the packing stuff. And I was just like, oh dang, I just changed the trash. But now I gotta change the trash again. Oh, you're right, Matthew Matson. You can use the code APWT at HelloDopeToys.com and save 10% on your order. So how that works is, so you're going to save 10%, and then a Punk with Toys, he has to pay that 10% that y'all save. So if you don't like Lawrence, you can just go to HelloDopeToys.com and just buy a bunch of stuff and rack up his bill. So then, like, at the end of the month, they're like, Hello Dope Toys is like, oh, Lawrence, you owe us $1 million because of all the 10% codes that everybody used. And yeah, that's how that works. Okay, guys, so it looks like it's time for me to go now. So make sure you go to HelloDopeToys.com and like and subscribe, and then in the comments put what your favorite toy store is. But if it's not HelloDopeToys.com, I'm probably just going to delete it, okay? So, alright guys, bye!
All right, now I'm going to stick around for 1 second. I'm going to explain this, Evan, since you seem to have a hard time figuring it out. If you don't like Emily and you have actual constructive criticism about her, I don't give a fuck. You can talk about that. But what people do is they actually attack her because of how she looks, or they don't like the way she sounds, or she's too happy, or she doesn't know about the goddamn fucking product, which is all bullshit. So if you want to have an issue with someone, that is perfectly fine. All right? Now, I tried being very nice about it. I've done it numerous times. I hope you're still sitting here. All right? The fact is, if you see a live stream, if you see something and you don't like the answer because, hey, you know what? I just don't think she answered it properly. All right, I'm cool with that. But I'm tired of going over this over and over and over again. Because people don't have an issue with what she's actually doing, considering they have the hottest brand in toys right now. In adult collectibles, they have the hottest brand, and she's in control of it. But I know why people attack her, all right? But I guarantee you, none of you would say a goddamn word to her fucking face if Lenny is sitting right next to her. All right? So I'm tired of the keyboard warriors. That's what they are. They turn off the live streams for a reason, because of assholes. All right? But that's what happens. So every time I hear and I see Emily's name come up, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to happen. I'm still sitting here and I'm wondering if he did it numerous times while you're taking it out on me. She is not good at her job, and she is the reason we have trouble in G.I. Joe collecting. If you think there's an issue with the G.I. Joe, then yeah, I don't know what to say to you. All right. I just feel we can disagree, but I feel that you are one of the other collectors that have their heart, and this would be better suited for that job that she has. I don't know anything about marketing. She is a marketer. She does marketing for the G.I. Joe brand. And I'll say it again. How does she suck at her job? They have the hottest brand. And understand this. You guys need to really understand this. I cannot believe I'm going to continue to go on. G.I. Joe was not supposed to do well. It was supposed to flop. Hasbro didn't even want to give it to them. They had to fight to get it. And to say she sucks at her job, she handles 4 brands. 4 different brands. And I can tell you for a fact that they don't feel that way. All right? You don't need someone who is a car guy, right? You don't need someone that is a full blown out car guy to understand how a car company needs to be run and how it needs to be marketed. All right? But that's just it. And again, I continue to hear it about the Emily thing, and I see it on different streams. You know what? I understand. If you have an issue with something that she did and you can bring it up and tell me, I get it. But that's it. I'm truly going to leave this time. I'm not trying to be a complete dick, but you continue to go on and on and on. And I sit here and I have a forum to speak, speak how I feel about things. And I do that with anything. And I stick up for anyone that I feel that needs to be. Again, we're going to disagree. And when you see how the G.I. Joe brand is doing compared to the other brands, it's really hard to say that she sucks at her job. So anyway, take care. I'll see you guys all later on today at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I really am out of here this time.